Good evening, everyone. Phil here. Freshly shaven, a freshly cut with a nice fresh cut, a freshly haircut, a freshly. What's the word for a hair cutter? There's a word for it. There's an official science to it. Phil here with a fresh haircut. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 2nd of September, 2022. It was my first day back from a break. It was a good break, although admittedly didn't do too much special stuff. More a lot of busy work and stuff. And we came back full force with fun gameplay streams for you today. Although today's episode of the Level 1 podcast was very, very jam-packed. We had all kinds of stuff to talk about. A new members goal launched this month, which I talked about in detail. It's a double reward if we do it early, which I hope we will. I would love to do 2 rewards for the price of 1. In addition, it's the return of the Halloween Marathon and another React event, kind of 2 in 1, which would be really neat. Tons of gaming news to talk about today. Like a ridiculous amount of gaming news happened on my day off. So it was a very lengthy podcast. It went, about an hour and a half, and pretty good show. Everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. And then we jumped into Saints Row 1. Good progress in Saints Row 1 today. We actually finished up the first gang, the Kings. We finished up their whole plot line. And now we're getting further into the Los Carnales. Is it Carnales? I think it is the Los Carnales gang. We're working on them now, doing some of their strongholds and story-based missions. So, at this point, I think the game said we're 40% in, but I'm probably not doing every activity, so I would guess we're probably about halfway in, more than likely, now that we're about, I think we're 11 hours in, something like that. So it's good. Good fun, and everyone seemed to have a good time. Late stream tonight was Friday Night Fights, old school fighting game fun in the Capcom Fighting Collection. It was weird, and let me explain why. The first half of the stream, we had pretty much non-stop matches. A little bit of lag maybe between each one to get matches. Maybe a little bit of delay waiting for matches. But for the most part, it was pretty darn consistent. No real complaints. Everything was like boom, boom, boom. Matches are happening. I said, I got to use the bathroom, guys. Give me like a minute. I went, pissed, came back, couldn't find a match. I think maybe in the second half of tonight, no exaggeration, I might have played 3 matches. I couldn't find anyone. So what ended up happening is the second half became a Q&A session where people were just kind of talking with me and we were interacting back and forth, which is fine. You guys know me. I love the interactive streams. I love that vibe, of having interaction with all of you. So I was down for that. But man, it was weird. I was just like, where did the matches go? Where did everyone... It's like everyone disappeared off the game. Now, here's the thing. This is the first time we've really had this problem. We have had some issues finding matches before, but usually after a few minutes, you'll find them. Like I said, the last couple of weeks, my change in attitude has been, rather than just being about constant gameplay, what I've learned is that a lot of fighting game players who do online gameplay like me, when they're trying to play older games, this is an ongoing issue. It takes a while to get matches, and what they have done is they've turned it into Q&A sessions where people can talk and they shoot the shit until finally a match pops up. So they've been successful doing it, and I'm okay with that. But I know it's frustrating when you're tuning in for fighting games and you don't get any, or you get like 2 matches in an hour. So here's what we're going to do. All right? We're going to, at least for now, keep it in the rotation. But if this happens historically now, if every week we're just going to get no matches, we're not going to do it anymore. All right? There's other games that I would like to play at night. Multiversus is one of them that I've only been able to play it once a week. There's other chill games, for example, Earthbound, that people want to see me play that I haven't had a chance to even start. Why am I going to play this collection once a week if we can't even get matches in it, right? And that sucks because you guys know me. I absolutely love playing old school Street Fighter, and to have that be removed from the schedule is actually going to hurt because I love the games. But man, if this collection is dead, I mean, it's been 2 months. How can you not find a match in it? I mean, what a tanking failure by Capcom to not promote, not sell. They're idiots. Like, this is a collection that could have done well, and they just put no effort into it. What a shocker, right? So anyway, we'll see what happens moving forward. Support-wise today, not bad, although admittedly tips were all right. We didn't hit a hat goal, but we got close, on both streams. We got 1 member. So like, new member goals, Halloween event, special React event, get everyone reinvigorated for memberships. 1 person became a member today. I hope that's going to change because, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is a very special event. Tomorrow is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Marathon, which I'm calling the Cowabunga Pizza Party. I'm going to be playing the TMNT Cowabunga Collection on the Xbox Series X. This game has 13 games in it, although admittedly not 13 unique ones. Allow me to explain. Ninja Turtles on the NES. It's an old school platformer that most people absolutely hate. It's one of the hardest games on NES, and this one has save points, meaning like save states and stuff, so you can actually beat it. But man, it's rough, and most people don't like it. Then there's the original arcade game and its sequel, Turtles in Time. But then there's the 2 console ports of it. So technically, those aren't really different games. They're the same, just console versions. Okay, that's 5. Then there's the Manhattan Project, which was essentially Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. This was the sequel to the arcade game. And then there's the Genesis version called the Hyperstone Heist. They're almost the same game. Genesis version having better graphics, but they're almost identical. So here we go. 2 games are clones because they're home ports, and 2 games, one is a clone of the other. You say, oh, there's 7 games. I mean, not really. Then there's a fighting game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. But there's the SNES and the Genesis versions, and they're the same game, but different mechanics and different characters depending on which version you play. So, again, kind of the same game, but not really. And then there's some Game Boy games in there. So they say there's 13 games. In reality, there's not 13 unique games, probably like 7 or 8 unique games. Still a pretty good collection. Here's what we're going to be doing all day long. It's going to be a marathon of this collection. We're going to start off with a level 1 podcast where I'm going to take us down memory lane. I'm going to talk about the history of the Ninja Turtles. Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, creating this comic series in the 1980s, it becoming very popular, and then being translated into a television show, a toy line, and we're going to go into all of that, okay? We're going to talk about the movies, everything. It's going to be fun. I'm going to tell you about my personal experience with the Turtles growing up and all of that, okay? Then, we'll be going through these games. And from what I'm to understand, this really is a great collection because it has a lot of historical stuff in it. Like, you boot it up and there's artwork. There's all kinds of shit in there to look at in addition to just playing the games. So we're going to explore all of that tomorrow live. During the day, I'm ordering pizza. That's why there's a pizza party factor in this. And I'm going to eat pizza live. I'm going to do kind of like a DSP tries of the pizza for you guys. And then I'll be eating it as well over the day. And I'm sure other people will order food. So it's kind of like a party-like atmosphere. You guys tune in, order some food for yourselves. I'll be having some pizza, chilling, playing some Ninja Turtle games. It's going to be a good time. All right? So that's going to go on all day long tomorrow on the stream, starting the usual time, 10:45 a.m., and carrying on throughout the course of the day. Now, some people have already asked, am I going to play the Turtle games again? I don't know. It really depends on what is there left that I don't finish. Those arcade games are short. They could be beaten in like 40 minutes each. I guarantee you I'll probably beat 2 or 3 of them in the day. I can't imagine not getting through them, you know? We'll see what happens. Maybe I will go back to the collection. Maybe I won't. What I would hope is, and I said this to my stream tonight, tomorrow there's likely going to be more people than usual on the stream. Maybe not a ton more, but, you know, a typical stream I get 300, 400 people tops. I may have a little more. Great opportunity if you're someone who supports the channel and has been waiting for a good opportunity to gift memberships. Now we have a new membership goal in place for the Halloween and another event. Great opportunity to give memberships to the channel tomorrow because there's going to be a lot of people here who are able to accept them. All right, so I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just saying perfect time to do it if you want to do it and have a big impact. All right? All right, fair enough. Ninja Turtles all day tomorrow. Sunday, we're going to go back to regularly scheduled gameplay with Destroy All Humans 2 and the Sunday Night Bites Bassmaster stream, which, by the way, I have a special surprise for everyone for Sunday night stream. So I hope you'll be here on Sunday night if you like the chill vibes of Bassmaster. It's going to be a special one, okay? Guys, great streaming day today. Great start to the week. Tomorrow, I'm very excited for this Ninja Turtles pizza party. I hope you'll join me. Hopefully, we'll have a good party atmosphere and positive vibes all around, all right? Everyone, please have a good night. I'll see you in the morning, dudes. It's going to be a totally tubular event on the half shell. Turtle pop. All right, enough. Have a good night. See you in the AM for lots more puns. Peace out.